Okay, as promised in my Money in the Bank review, this is going to be a video about John Cena. You know, I did say in my review that I'm sick of talking about this guy, but I haven't dedicated a video to him yet, so I figured I'd do this. Hopefully it's the last time I have to talk about him in any negative way, because like I said, I'm sick of it. You know, so hopefully WWE doesn't do something stupid where I'm forced to, you know, just rant about him again. But yeah, I want to make a few things clear before I start talking about him. What I'm going to say has nothing to do with John Cena, the person. Alright. Because him outside the ring and like the John Cena outside the ring and the John Cena inside the ring, they're pretty much two completely different identities. John Cena out the ring, he actually seems like a really nice guy. And, you know, he can back that up with his, like all that Make-A-Wish stuff. John Cena inside the ring, I think, is a corporate arsehole, quite honestly. It may not come off that way, but that's the way he appears to me. So, what I'm saying is about that John Cena, not John Cena outside the ring. And the second thing I want to make clear is, I know I'm going to get people that are saying, oh, if you hate John Cena much, you don't like WWE, why the fuck are you watching? I'm going to tell you something. WWE is all I've got when it comes to professional wrestling. You know, TNA, I think we can all pretty much agree that it's fucked. I don't even, like, it doesn't even appear on Australian television. And, you know, Ring of Honor, I don't have, you know, the facilities to watch that. And the time zone difference is a bit of a problem as well. So, WWE is all I have, and you know, the reason I get so defensive about it is because it's all I got, and I know it can be good. You know, I've been watching wrestling for 10 years now, and you know, I've been through high and low points. I know they are capable of so much, but because, you know, they just, you know, lately they just haven't been doing that. And it all revolves around John Cena. Now, you know, I have a few pointers about why I do not like this guy. And I've only got a few, but, you know, they branch off into so many that, you know, this video could go for an hour, quite honestly. It could go for that long because I have so much to talk about with this guy. But I guess the first thing would be WWE spitting in the face of their audience. You know, and there was a telling point, and this is actually the main reason why I'm doing this video. The Money in the Bank pay-per-view. Did you see this guy when he walked out to the ring to an ovation of boos from his hometown? This guy was smiling because he knew that in 25 or so minutes he was going to be holding those championships up high. He was like, yeah, you can boo me now, fuckers, but oh boy, just wait. And, you know, it seems like he always does that. You know, he'll put on a smile because the fans are booing him, but, you know, it's like the attitude that he's saying is, yeah, you can boo me, but there's nothing you can do about it. And I just hate that. And I hate how WWE, like, you know, they can hear they can hear the crowd reactions. I'm sure they've seen a couple of online videos about John Cena. And the thing is, they just fucking ignore it. And it's really, really, really annoying. It just shows that WWE is not, they do not give a fuck what their audience thinks about them. And I don't know how an entertainment company can do that. You know, they're striving to entertain the people. They're not even connected to the people. They don't even give a fuck what they want. And it just shows, because, you know, it's like Vince, John, everyone in the back, you know, they hear these reactions, yet, or it's like they can't hear them. They just fucking zone out the audience. So that's a problem. Another problem: WWE lean a guilt trip on their fans for having a fucking opinion. This really pisses me off. You have guys like JR and the rest of the talent coming out and telling fans like me that I need to cheer this guy. Whatever happened to fucking freedom of speech? Whatever happened to having a right to your opinion? If I don't want to cheer this guy, I will not. So I don't need these fucking people like JR and the rest of the talent telling me what I need to freaking cheer for. If I want to boo this guy, I will. Nothing WWE can do about it. And yeah, I saw this video on YouTube. It was about John Cena and the crowd reaction he gets. And I'm sure if you type in John Cena crowd reaction, you'll find it. And it was basically an ass-kissing fest by his friends and the WWE staff. I mean, there was a telling comment by Chris Jericho, one of my favourites of all time, and he said, "People boo John Cena because it's the it thing to do." And I wholeheartedly disagree with that. We do not boo John Cena because we think it's the cool thing to do. We boo this guy because he sucks. I mean, quite honestly, this guy sucks. I mean, and we boo him because we're just so sick of this shit. We're sick of him being shoved down our throats, and we're sick of being forced to have to deal with this guy. I mean, yeah, I'll go back to WWE being an entertainment company. You know, shouldn't they be like trying to cater to all of their audience if they're trying to be an entertainment company? The only people they're trying to fucking cater to is 8-year-old kids and soccer moms. That's it. You know, it'd be nice if fans like me, like, you know, adults, could enjoy the programming as well. But no, because we have an opinion that, you know, goes against WWE, we can't enjoy our programming. So, you know, we're being punished for having an opinion. It's a fucking joke. And yeah, I'm just so sick of, you know, WWE trying to tell me who I should be cheering for. And if I go against the grain, you know, I have WWE, I have some fans telling me, "Oh, you're an internet fan because you go against everything that WWE says." Fuck off. You know, if WWE is trying to label a certain fan base internet fans, then it must be their entire fan base, because, again, listen to the reactions that John Cena gets. At best, you'll have like 40% of the audience cheering for him. You know, he couldn't even get that in his hometown. What's that telling you? And then I have WWE telling those fans and me that we're internet fans. You know, this isn't 2000. Everyone's on the fucking internet now. It's not this like new revolutionary technology. Everyone goes on it. But, you know, we're still labelled as internet fans. It's a fucking joke. Now I'm going to talk about the way WWE protects this guy. And I cannot think of a way that they have not tried to make him look like a god. I mean, listen to these fucking commentators. You know, they'll sing his praises every fucking night. And, you know, they didn't do it for anyone else. It's like every load of bullshit that comes out of Michael Cole's and Jerry Lawler's mouth is about John Cena. And it's fucking bullshit. And we've had to deal with this shit for 9 years. 9 fucking years. That's how long this guy's been on top. And it's just been an endless cycle of this guy. It's like WWE got, you know how you're watching a DVD and you press repeat. It's like WWE did that in 2005, and that's what it's been going for 9 years. Yeah, maybe they'll sprinkle in something good every now and then, but apart from that, it always ends up being about Cena. Every fucking storyline this guy is in, he has to come out on top. Every young talent that's coming up the ranks has to be fed to this guy. And the biggest crime was Bray Wyatt. This guy who was so talented, so good at cutting promos, and he's a good worker as well. And, you know, who does he eventually fall to after a year of dominance? John Cena. And I could go back through the 9 years this motherfucker's been on top and, you know, point out an endless amount of superstars that have been buried to this guy. Enough is enough. You know, I've said it so many times. How are you gonna build towards the future when you won't even, like, build up young talent? Because all you fucking do is feed them to this guy. You know, good luck trying to go on into the future WWE. You're gonna be fucked when this guy retires because you don't have any talent with any credibility because this guy's buried all of them. It's a fucking disgrace. And if John Cena proclaims to love this company so much and wants it to succeed, why doesn't he say, look, Vince, yeah, I've been on top, I've had my run. Maybe it's time I actually started putting over the new talent. Like the older talent did for me when I first started, like Kurt Angle, Eddie Guerrero, Undertaker. People like that. You know, they had no problem doing that, but this guy can't do the fucking same in return. It's freaking bullshit. And yeah, that's one of the ways that he's protected. Another way, you know, fans say to me, oh, he's on top because he sells merchandise. And while that's true, you know, I'm sure if WWE actually gave the other wrestlers a chance to succeed, they would. But the problem is, they don't give these other superstars enough time to promote themselves, to sell their merchandise, because everything's about John Cena. And when WWE does make merchandise for these other guys, it's fucking shit. I mean, look at Daniel Bryan. Everything around him is centered about looking like a fucking goat. Who's gonna buy that shit? So, what other option do they have if they want to buy merchandise? Oh, let's go over to John Cena's. We may actually not look like a complete idiot. Even though you probably do, for the fucking rainbow coloured t-shirts and all that, but you know, John Cena's merchandise looks the most normal. And WWE intentionally does that just so that fans will buy his merchandise, just, you know, making this guy even look more incredible than what WWE proclaims him to be. It's freaking bullshit. Fuck. And then what else do they do? This is probably the most sickening. John Cena protects this guy because WWE protects John Cena because he does Make-A-Wish and anti-bullying. And, you know, like I said before, it's great that he does all that stuff. Why can't John Cena actually go one day, you know, just one day, Vince, I don't want these cameras to follow me everywhere I go when I do these charities. I want to do it because out of the kindness of my heart. I don't want the media attention from it. Why can't he do that? And I'm sure, you know, a part of him says that, you know, I just want to do this because I want to help these people. I'm sure he does that. But, you know, it's like Vince says, no, these cameras are following you because we need all the good media attention that we can get. You know, I really hope that's not Vince's mindset, that he just goes out to these charities just to make WWE look good. I really hope he doesn't do that, because that's fucking sickening. Taking advantage of, you know, disabled people just for your own good. But, you know, I just really hope he doesn't do that. I'm sure he doesn't, but it comes off kind of that way. But there's another thing that they do just to protect John Cena. When they go out to these charities, they only highlight what John Cena does. And the reason that's sickening is because there are other wrestlers that go out and do exactly what John Cena does. But just to make John Cena look as good as they possibly can, they ignore the efforts of the other wrestlers, of the other talents that go out there. You know, take up their time. And they don't have a lot of time because of their schedule. They take the time to go out and make a wish, talk about anti-bullying, and they don't get the recognition for it. And I'm sure that they don't go out there just for the sake of getting a good rep. I'm sure they go out there because they want to help. But the fact that they get ignored just for another person's benefit is a disgrace. If I was one of those talents, I'd be saying, Vince, get fucked. You know, I'm going out and helping these people. I want the same recognition as John Cena gets. But no, they can't do that because John Cena has to look better than everyone else. It's freaking bullshit. And, you know, in summation, I could maybe forgive all of this if John Cena was actually the best at, you know, at his job. But the thing is, he's not. Is John Cena the best wrestler? No. Is he as bad as what everyone says he is? I don't think so. A lot of people are going to disagree. But the point is, he's not the best wrestler, he's not the best talker. He certainly doesn't have the best fucking character. I mean, his character is boring as fuck, quite honestly. And he hasn't changed over these 9 years. Ever since he became world champion, he's just been so one-dimensional. And we've had to deal with this shit for 9 years because he always gets featured. Fuck. And, you know, this just shows where WWE's heading. They're heading away from professional wrestling. A mediocre wrestler gets featured. A mediocre wrestler at best gets featured at the top and labeled as the best. It just shows that WWE, their mindset isn't wrestling anymore. It's fucking bullshit. What are you going to do? Drop the second W from your name? WE. World Entertainment. Because that's the direction you're heading towards. And I wouldn't even call this entertainment. It's fucking boring as shit. And yeah, so I hate that they try to promote him like he's a great wrestler, because he's not. He's not that good on the stick. Not that good in the ring. But, you know, WWE just keeps on promoting him like he is. Especially with all these fucking world championship reigns. And, you know, there was an article about WWE saying, oh, look out, Ric Flair. John Cena's coming for your record. Now, firstly, the fact that John Cena and Ric Flair are in the same, mentioned in the same sentence is ridiculous. I'm not even like a big Ric Flair fan, but John Cena's not even in his league. If they were in the same era, if John Cena was in Ric Flair's era, Cena would be polishing Flair's shoes and carrying his bags. Quite honestly. He's got nothing on Flair. But WWE's promoting him like he's almost as good as Flair. But let me tell you something. Flair's not a 16-time world champion. He's a 26th-time world champion. Because I researched it yesterday. Because I always knew that there were rumors that he had one more. And I wanted to, look it up for myself, and I did find it. So, Vince, get that up, you motherfucker, trying to make this guy the greatest of all time. Yeah, well, he's still got 12 more to go if you want to, if he wants to be in the record books and proclaimed as the greatest of all time. But even then, even if he goes on the breaks Ric Flair's record, it's not going to make me think any higher of this guy. To win that many championships, you have to lose that many championships. The thing with Flair, he won that many over a course of like 4 decades. John Cena's won 15 in 9 years. That's not a great track record when you think about it. And I know it's all fake. It's not still real to me, damn it. I know that, the book is telling him to lose. The book is telling him to win as well. So, he's not a great athlete just because he wins championship belts. But, winning 15 belts in 9 years, that's not actually really that good. It's actually quite bad because you don't hold on to him very, very long. And remember, he had 2 year-long championship reigns. Remember that. So that makes it even worse. So WWE can try and say that, oh, he's won 15 championships, this guy's so good, but it doesn't make him any better. I'm sorry. It doesn't. Trying to think if there's anything else. I don't think so, yeah. That's my opinion on John Cena. Like I said, never really liked him just because he's so boring. He's not that good of a wrestler. And, I'm just sick of the way WWE, tried to protect this guy and make him look like a god. Because in reality, or in WWE reality, he's not that good. And, if you like John Cena, good for you. I don't care. If I don't care what anyone else, what their opinion is. If they like something, good for them. If that's what entertains them, good for them. But I don't like this guy. And, I watched Bruce Blitz. I watched his Payback review where he went on a massive rant about John Cena. And he said that while he doesn't care if John Cena fans like John Cena, he just wishes he could get the same in return, and I kind of feel that way as well. Because WWE fans are so quick to label you as something just because you hate John Cena. If you hate John Cena, you're a troll and shit like that. And it's like WWE and John Cena fans are just form this army to fight any Cena fans. And while I praise you for standing up for what you believe in reality, really, we're just doing the same thing. I mean, we work, earn money, and we spend it on WWE. shouldn't we have an opinion as well? Shouldn't we, like, not be judged for it? That's just my opinion. And, you know, it just pisses me off that you're not allowed to have an opinion about WWE or wrestling as a whole. Let's throw all wrestling industries in there. You can't have an opinion on wrestling unless the companies agree with you. And that's so fucking annoying. You know, it's like saying, oh, you can't have an opinion on a former athlete unless another athlete agrees with you. You can't have an opinion on a politician, no matter how bad they are, unless another politician agrees with you. You know, why does that only happen in professional wrestling, where you get labeled as a certain thing, a certain bad thing, for having the courage to come on here, to come onto the internet and just express your opinion? Why do we get labeled as bad people for that? It's bullshit. And, you know, I got a question for fans. Do people like me, the people that come on here, talk in front of a webcam, post stuff on YouTube, are we labelled as internet fans because we're actually part of the internet machine, that we actually come on to the internet? Is that the reason we're labelled internet fans, or are we labelled internet fans because we express opinion that's not, that's not approved by WWE or any wrestling? Because I've always wondered that. It seems as though you won't be labelled as an internet fan if you just come on here and, you know, blow smoke up WWE's ass and praise everything that they do. No, it's only if you talk bad about them. It's really stupid. And again, with, you know, people wondering why I watch WWE if it's so bad. What do you want me to do? What do you want people like me to do? Do you just want to praise all the small things that they do and just ignore all the bad shit? If I don't talk smack about WWE, they're never going to change. That's why I ultimately decided to do this rant on John Cena. Because if I stay silent, if I don't say a single word bad about him, WWE is going to assume that what they're doing is the right thing, and they'll continue doing it and probably make it worse. That's why people like me come on here and express their negative opinions on wrestling, because they want it to be better, because we know it can be better. We know it can be the best form of entertainment on this planet. But WWE and other wrestling just choose not to explore what's possible. You know, it'd be like if Vince found an unknown island and just sat on his ass in the sand and didn't even bother exploring it. That's what he does with this wrestling industry. He doesn't have the balls to actually do anything different with anything, especially John Cena, because this guy has been the same old shit for 9 years, and he hasn't even considered doing something different with this guy. You know, we're talking about the same promoter that gambled on WrestleMania, especially WrestleMania 3. I mean, imagine what would have happened if the Pontiac Silverdome didn't sell out. Would have been a disaster. When did Vince McMahon lose his balls? Because he just doesn't have any anymore. He doesn't have the guts to try anything different. And it's really annoying. Because, like I said, I know WWE can be great, but they choose not to be. They choose to hide in the shadow of their former selves. And it just sucks. And John Cena is the center of that. That's why people hate this guy. Because anything bad about WWE is going to be centered around this guy because that's all WWE cares about anymore. And you know, it's been 9 years of this bullcrap, of this John Cena experiment, and Vince, I'm sorry, but it's failed. A guy who is meant to be a lovable babyface, who gets booed every single night he walks out into that ring, tells you that this experiment has failed. That, you know, the Superman gimmick that you thought was going to be great, in reality is just a complete and utter load of bullshit. That's all that is, because, you know, I don't know why he actually went for the Superman gimmick, because a lot of people hate Superman. So surely he must have been thinking, okay, if people don't like the superhero Superman, surely if I make my babyface a Superman, they're not gonna like it. But, you know, I guess I'm talking about Vince McMahon, who's like the biggest idiot, I swear. But, you know, that's another thing I've got to talk about in relation to the Superman gimmick. Stop portraying this guy as an underdog. Seriously. I've spoken about this before. The fact that John Cena can still be labelled as underdog when he's won 15 world championships, and, you know, buried young talent by Bray Wyatt, come out on top on every feud, I should say, does not make him an underdog. If anything, he's the exact opposite. If anything, whoever he's versing the underdog is the underdog. Fuck. Because you just expect that this guy is going to come up and come out on top, because he does every other fucking time. So, fuck off with the Superman gimmick. Stop making up a load of bullcrap for this guy, trying to make him look like a god. Oh, another thing I've got to talk about. When he actually does fucking lose, there's always an excuse. Either, you know, it's in bullshit fashion, like Extreme Rules, or if he actually does lose clean, there's always an excuse. For example, Money in the Bank 2011. Oh, John Cena was in Chicago, he was heavily booed against, and, you know, John Laurinaitis distracted him when he clotheslined him. And then SummerSlam 2013. Oh, John Cena had an injury. There's no way he was going to win that. Like, seriously, stop with this propaganda fucking bullshit. I mean, I've had enough of it. I'm just so sick of having to watch this guy every fucking week and hear the same old bullshit from everyone. That, you know, this guy is, you know, he's an underdog, but then he's Superman in the next week. You know, it's just time to end this propaganda. Just be done with it. Because, you know, pretty much everyone's just had it up to here with it. It's been so overdone. Stop protecting this guy like he is a god. Stop trying to label him as something he is not. You know, they said he is the greatest of all time. Seriously, stop it. You're embarrassing yourself. It's so stupid and so annoying. I mean, what has this guy done, quite truthfully, to the wrestling business? Has he had any positive impact? Has he changed it for life? I mean, look at Stone Cold Steve Austin. Look at Hulk Hogan. They changed wrestling forever. If it wasn't for them, wrestling would not be the way it is. It probably wouldn't even be here without the contribution of those two men. But then you have, you know, people in WWE try to tell me that John Cena is better than them. Get fucked. That's the biggest load of bullshit I've ever heard. And you know, I'm just so sick of it. I don't get why Vince just loves this guy so much. Honestly. Like, you know, I get it. This guy has a hard work ethic. I get that. But like I said before, there's a difference between people inside the ring and outside the ring. Or there should be a difference. Do you really think Mark Calloway is a fucking dead man? Honestly. There has to be a difference. And while this guy has a hard work ethic outside the ring, I'm sorry, but he sucks inside of it. So I do not get why, you know, Vince has loved this guy so much. Do you mean to tell me that if I had a hard work ethic that I could just go and replace John Cena? You know, is that what Vince is trying to get at? Because I'm sure there's a lot of people in that company that have a hard work ethic, but for some reason, John Cena is the one to go with. It's bullshit, because he's just been so overexposed, and he's so one-dimensional. He's so mediocre in the ring. I do not get why WWE tries to portray this guy as the greatest of all time. I wouldn't even put him in the like top 50. It's bullshit. But you know, that's the end of my video. I think it's gone for long enough. Oh fuck. So I hope everyone enjoyed it. I hope, you know, feel free to comment your opinion on John Cena below. As for future videos, I don't really know what I'm gonna do because I just think of it on the spot. I wouldn't mind doing a Q&A since I haven't done one before. You know, I've wanted to do one for a while. I just never had enough subscribers, but that's starting to build. So yeah, I wouldn't mind doing that, but it's still in the planning stages yet. So I'll let you know. Let you know if I do ultimately decide to do a Q&A or not. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and later everybody.